Our story begins with our main guy riding on the back of a motorcycle his older sister is driving. And let me tell you, she is driving like she's auditioning for Fast and Furious, Train Edition. They're rushing to catch a train, and somehow they actually make it. Miracle. After saying goodbye to his family, he boards the train, survives a long trip, and finally arrives in Tokyo. Why? Because he's there to take an entrance exam for the #1 bakery in Japan, Pantasia. He walks in, introduces himself as Azuma Kazuma, and immediately gets slapped with a point deduction for being late. Great start, King. People start whispering about him like they've already decided he failed. The examiner explains that everyone starts with 10 points, and if your points hit 0, congrats, you're eliminated and should go home in shame. Kazuma's shocked, but he doesn't back down. A girl notices something weird about his hands. The examiner introduces herself as Kuroyanagi Ryo and tells the group that out of 35 people, only one will get hired at Pantasia's main store. Kazuma's hyped, but the girl points out that he has what bakers call solar hands, basically warm, magical baker hands. The guy next to him says Kazuma looks way too relaxed and getting into Pantasia is insanely hard. If you get in, you're basically a celebrity baker with your own store. Kazuma literally says he doesn't care. He's only here to get ideas for inventing a new bread. He already created 55 types, casual, because he and the guy beside him wouldn't shut up. Kuroyanagi scolds them. The guy pretends he and Kazuma are best friends. He's Kawachi Kyosuke. Kawachi also notices Kazuma's weird hands. Kuroyanagi starts evaluating people and immediately smacks 3 guys on the head, giving them a -10. Why? One had nose hair sticking out. The other was drowning in sweat. And the last guy's hair literally looked like train tracks. Kuroyanagi declares that cleanliness is everything in a kitchen. Kazuma gets another -2 because his hair is messy and not clean looking. A girl defends him and even gives him her headband. Kuroyanagi's like, I don't know what this girl's planning, but the minus stands. Then she announces the rules. They can make any kind of bread except savory bread and sweet bean bread. No mixers allowed. They must knead everything by hand. Everyone starts working. 1 hour later during dough fermentation, Kazuma pokes his dough and it's already fully risen. Kawachi is shocked. Kazuma's solar hands warmed the dough so perfectly it rose like it's speed-running life. Kazuma calls his new bread Japan #56. Kawachi realizes this guy must have dozens of Japan breads. Kazuma gives him Japan #55 to taste. Kawachi nearly ascends to heaven. It's sweet without added sugar. All natural wheat sweetness. Kawachi thinks Kazuma used a technique called Udain, but Kazuma explains he just kneaded it in warm water and left it to ferment all day. Kawachi. Bro, that is Udain. Kazuma. No, it's Japan #55. This man refuses to read books or learn anything on purpose. He just invents by vibes. 2 hours pass and they start shaping dough. Kawachi, being petty, thinks Kazuma is an idiot blessed with good hands. He trips Kazuma on purpose and pretends to help while actually stepping on Kazuma's dough. Kazuma forgives him like a golden retriever in human form. With little time left, Kazuma abandons Japan #56 and asks for yogurt. Kawachi is confused, but whatever. Meanwhile, Kuroyanagi checks on the others. The girl is making French bread. Easy for her. Bandana guy, Suar Kai, is making Roggenbrot. Kuroyanagi wonders if anyone here is even better than Kai. Kazuma's dough looks weird. He puts a dumpling in the center. Kawachi thinks maybe he's trying to make Japan's flag in bread form. Kazuma puts it in the oven and says it needs exactly 10 minutes. Kawachi peeks after 3 minutes. Nothing. Kazuma tells him to wait. Suddenly, thunk, something falls. It looks like Mount Fuji. Brown mountain, white snowy top. Kawachi checks the oven and the dumpling is stuck on the ceiling. He's confused why this even works. Kazuma proudly calls it Japan #16. The bread that doesn't rise. Time's up. Kuroyanagi begins judging. He deducts points left and right, -10, -20, without even tasting the bread. Someone complains and Kuroyanagi says, I don't need to taste bad bread to know it's bad. He demonstrates that good bread should be elastic and bounce back when poked. He pokes one guy's bread. It sinks. He declares him -20, effectively sending him to the shadow realm of failure. Kazuma innocently calls him Manong, old man. Kuroyanagi gets offended, gives him another -2. Kazuma now has 1 point left. Then Kuroyanagi showcases a perfect bread. Kai Zekun punches it. The bread bounces back like SpongeBob. No deductions. When judging Kawachi's bread, Kawachi explains it traps steam for a crisp outside and soft inside. Kuroyanagi still gives -2. Why? It overbaked by 30 seconds. Kawachi is shocked Kuroyanagi knew that. Finally, Kazuma's Mount Fuji bread. Kuroyanagi doesn't know what Japan number 16 is, so he has no choice but to taste it. Immediately, he hallucinates Mount Everest and suddenly craves curry. Kazuma insists curry is Japanese food, it's not, and explains this bread is meant to be eaten by pouring curry on top. The dumpling was only to create the snowy effect. The yogurt adds acidity that pairs perfectly with curry. Kuroyanagi is impressed and gives him +2, the first positive score ever. Kazuma, Kai, Chino, and Kawachi advance to the next round. Some contestants protest that they still have points left. Kuroyanagi gives them -10 each. Problem solved. Next task, make croissants today, present them tomorrow. Whoever wins gets accepted into the main store. One problem, Kazuma doesn't know what a croissant is. He thinks croissant is a person. Kawachi starts laughing. This is going to be interesting.